Alrighty, I'm making one last video to just show you guys the yo-yos that I made. This is, I call this one the Purple Zebra. It is zebra wood in the middle, purple heart, and then oak caps. And this oak has this really cool weird grain flame pattern, but it shows up at just the right angles and it really pops. I was going to use that on the interior and use the zebra on the outside, but I thought this looked even cooler and everybody wanted oak. So the purple heart gives a really nice density. These are the heavier and, in my opinion, the better playing of all the yo-yos I just made. It's just the right size, it's the right width, it's the right weight. I'm probably not for, like, it's a little heavy for looping, but not bad. I just prefer a lighter looper. So there's those. I have 3 of those. I have 4 of these guys, but they all are very slightly different from one to the other because they're all handmade. I tried to match the halves, the same shape and the same weight and everything, but from one yo-yo to the other, like this one has really sort of a straight edge on the rims. This one has a slight, I cut it in more. It's got a rim and then it cuts in. It's like a really tiny H. This one has the through axle and it's a lot more rounded on this side. And then this one is pretty much just the more organic, I think, of all of them with that still V. But these play really nice. I think this is honestly a better looper. And it's got the really high walls, so it stalls really, really well. But it does have that small gap. So there is, but if you like slimline yo-yos, this is money right here. The Purple Zebra is the best. I call the purple and yellow the Puget Sound, but stupid name. I won't get into it. And then the Oreos, which these things look awesome. Like the idea hit me with the maple and the walnut on the outside. I was like, that looks sort of like an Oreo. Then I was thinking about it and I looked at the Oreo logo and like on the cookie and I was like, I could probably pull something off. And then with my wife's cutter, these things came out looking clean. And each one of these have gone back on the lathe many times. And while these are in my opinion, it's totally up to you guys. It depends what you like weight-wise and size-wise. But these are just a little too light for my opinion, for my taste. But a lot of people like light yo-yos, and I'm not against them, but just in this play style, this is just a hair too light. Like, I think if I make more, I'm gonna put like a bigger, probably keep the same size maple and then put a bigger slab of walnut to give it more density and more width. I think I'll try that if I make these again. But yeah, I don't know if I will make them again. I don't know if I'll do it with the logos because that took me a really long time. I probably spent 3 hours last night working just to get these logos on them. But, you know, it was worth it. They look cool. And I hope you guys enjoy them. But yeah, so no, these I would say also have a slight more vibe than all the other ones. I mean, it's if you get a good sleeper spinning straight, you might see a small amount of vibe, but it doesn't really play like it, you know, it doesn't affect the play. So if you're okay with a slight amount of vibe, then if you're not, I wouldn't get these. That's what I'm saying. These just, they don't play as nice as the other ones. I think it might be the weight more than anything. But hold on, I'm thirsty. Get thirsty talking, sorry. So that's it. Just wanted to show you guys what they looked like, how they played. If you want more information about them or any specific one, in the pictures I put numbers on them so that you could see exactly which one's which. And number 5 I wanted to show you. It's in the picture too. This one has a crack in the purple. And it was more predominant, like it didn't show up until after I glued it up, and then it just showed up overnight. And I got most of it off, but there is a tiny, tiny little chip out of the rim here that you can feel with your fingernail. And the rest of it, I put super glue on it and then turned it down and sanded it and everything. So it doesn't affect play. You can barely feel it. I can't even tell the difference there unless I use my fingernail. But I don't want anybody to feel like, you know, they got a bad one or something. And it is what it is. If I think this is honestly one of the best playing ones. But yeah, just wanted you guys to know what you're getting into if you want. And I'm really looking for trades. I put on a list of what I'm looking for. So if you have something you want to trade, and I'm also open to multiple yo-yos for a trade. If you have something that's worth more than 1 or 2 yo-yos, I'm willing to trade whatever to get what I want if it's worth it to me. So let me know what you want and what you got, and we'll make a deal. Thank you.